As they touch gloves, and here we go. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 223 pounds and has a reach of 76 inches. And he'll be taking on Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Up first, Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweights in the world. Some say one of the best left hooks in the history of the heavyweight division. The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Kansas City, Missouri. Here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? That was, did you see that? Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What can you do? What can I tell him when he goes to the corner? How are we going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. It never happened.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive race. Did you see that? Joe Louis in trouble. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
There's 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of it.
Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid.
Doing good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. You
Get your rhythm back and we go again.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pick you up.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it G's them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much firepower here. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
And there's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That right hook catching air. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Failing to score with that right hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are... Hold that thought! Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Switching on. Good work out there.
There's the bell to start round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Lucky that hook didn't score. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Did you see that? Joe Louis in trouble. The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.